I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New Orleans State Palace Theater for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, exposed Parker. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Golota.
Right then, touch him up and let's go.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. How do you define consistency when you describe the fact that among this matchup you're looking for guys to be more consistent? Which guy's going to be more consistent? How do you define that?
Just in one area. When they get inside, for example, Joe, every once in a while somebody takes a little bit of a break. Yeah, there's working, but all of a sudden one guy's arm goes behind the other guy. I'm looking to see who keeps both hands free.
Nice block by Bulldog. Oh! Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. This looks like it could be just a matter of time now. Maybe a punch or two away from going down. Teddy, what's he got to do?
Well, he's got to grab. He's got to find a way to stop the offense. And to clutch and grab, usually that's one way.
He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back under him. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Good block by Bulldog. Parker's showing you a little deep. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Wow, impactful short hook got to him that time. That's not gonna be easy to survive. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. What do you think is most misunderstood about the heavyweight division?
I think it's human nature for people to see these big Goliaths, that they start to think that, hey, they're more sure of themselves, that these guys have more of an abundance of security about themselves, about confidence. And really, it's the opposite. In some ways, these big giants, they're really unsure of themselves because they know they can do damage. They're also worried about damage being done to them.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Good scoring counter punch by Parker. Parker's making... He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. Gets up after that punch, put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. End of the round there, a round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically, how are they acting? What are you seeing out of that?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Parker's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to be David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let them think you're all right. Let them think you even want to fight, when really you just want to buy a little time.
And there he counters back against his opponent. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Parker. Parker's showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch.
Does it surprise you that he's not going to the body as much as he could be?
Well, what surprises me is that he doesn't have the intuitiveness, you know, just the instinct to understand, to recognize the situation. That's part of the ability of a good fighter, to recognize what he should be doing in a certain situation. He's not seeing that. He should be going downstairs.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Parker. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. What a good counterpunch by Parker. Devastating blow by Parker. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Good block by Parker. Good-looking counterpunch. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Keep working the jab.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Gets rid of that body shot. Nothing there on the punch by Parker. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. What a good counterpunch by Parker.
Keep working the body.
10 seconds to go in this round. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Parker. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Gets rid of that effort. And once again, he returns fire up top. Good block by Bulldog. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Combo lands to the head. Nice block by Bulldog. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. He tried to nab him up top but was unable to connect. Has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Good looking right hand after he got hit.
Lead him to the punch.
Gets rid of that body shot. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Parker. Parker's putting together punch stats tonight that fall right in line with what his strategy is. Outside fighter, throwing lots of jabs, landing lots of jabs.
Well, what it is the jab is the table setter. And the jab tonight has set up the table where he's been able to eat whenever he's wanted.
Keep your head moving.
Double jab by Bulldog. Nice block by Bulldog. Coming to the end of this round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy, when you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fighter, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Double jab right to the face.
working the body.
Halfway through this round, nice block by Bulldog. Showing you some defense there with the block. Nice, precise work, doubling it up by Bulldog. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Parker. Parker's able to avoid that punch.
In and out, in and out.
Final 10 seconds. Blocks that belt line well. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
Parker's got a cut just under his eye, and that's actually good news for him. I know it looks ugly, but that's better than being above the eye. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. And there he counters back against his opponent. He missed with that headshot. Bulldog's training regimen probably didn't include much work defensively because he has been a sitting target all night long.
He's just not moving his head. And you know the problem when you try to block and you don't move your head, your opponent can put punches together and keep you defensive, you're handcuffed. But when you move your head, you create an opening. So your opponent throws a punch, he misses, he doesn't put them together. He's worried about something coming back. Right now, the opponent's not worried about anything coming back.
Parker's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Bulldog's losing badly. I mean, do you see it any other way, Teddy? He's losing this fight.
Yeah, he is, and he's got to turn it around. And I think it's too late. I hate to say this as a trainer, but to start doing all the fundamental things that usually you bring to a fight, it's too late for that. He needs to find a way to land a big shot.
That's typically not the message you hand out.
No, it's not, because the more you look for a big shot, the more you don't find it, and you leave yourself wide open. But he's gotten himself painted into that corner right now.
A headshot blocked. Able to show you his blocking ability. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this.
I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Good block by Bulldog. And a sharp counter punch by Parker. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Parker. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Bulldog, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. He scored well after being hit himself. Not able to land the headshot. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Nice block by Parker. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Parker. End of the round is upon us, and if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
So we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Boy, that's a big gash there on the cheek. Good looking counter punch. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Parker. Good job protecting himself. A little defense turns to offense by Parker. Parker's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Parker's able to avoid that punch. Able to cover up that gut. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. to go in this round. What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Not able to land the uppercut. There's another left hand from him. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Didn't get it done going to the body there. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. And a sharp counterpunch by Parker. Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand. Blocks that punch. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Bulldog. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Parker. Punch. So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part, to understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter's feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Good scoring counterpunch by Parker. Well-placed counter by Bulldog. Teddy, it's one of my favorite times of one of our fight broadcasts. When we make the declaration, he has to have a knockout to win.
And how's he going to do it? Well, I think he's got to be a photographer. He's got to be a guy that goes in the dark room, really, Joe, and start looking at the negatives. During the night, a lot of pictures have been taken. He's got to go now and look back at those pictures and remember something, that he saw something. He saw a moment. He saw a spot where the guy dropped his hand. He pulled back, and he's got to go, and he's got to act on that moment.
That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Bulldog. They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. He missed with that headshot. Teddy, I guess they wanted it. Look at this action going right out there, wasting no time.
No, these guys are impatient. They couldn't wait to get at each other.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
That was not well targeted by Parker. A good block. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Missed that shot up top. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Good way to protect the midsection. What a good counterpunch by Bulldog. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Gets rid of that body shot. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Not able to connect with the uppercut. A nice block by Bulldog. Solid counterpunch by Bulldog. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Wow, is he defensively sound. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. He just missed that shot up top. All the rounds in the books for the official decision. Let's send it up to the ring.
We go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score the fight a unanimous decision. Your winner, Express Parker.
Parker's your winner by a unanimous decision.
Well, he started going to the body, and it paid off for him, and it paid off us. A good, solid fight.
It was indeed, and we're glad you were with us to witness it. Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.